So guys, this is the applications that we'll be using throughout this training, and there are more to these applications, but I single-handedly pick these ones because they are going to assist you to make your work easier. And the most important application we'll be using for this design is this Pixellap, right? You can get it on Google Play Store, but this particular one I'm using is the premium version. Okay, you can't just get it anywhere. This is the premium version, so I will share it with you guys. For those who are interested, I will share it with you. But in case it don't work on your phone, then you need to download the normal one. So now let's study the environment of the application. Alright, so if you open, this is the first thing you're going to see. It comes in default. And take note, this particular application is only available for Android users, right? So if you're using Apple products, you will not find this on your Apple store. Alright, let's get to business. So we will see the function of this plus here. So this plus here, when you click it, this particular one here, when you click it, you're going to see where you're going to add text to your design, or you're going to add current date, or you're going to add sticker, or you're going to add shape, if you want to add picture from your gallery, or you want to draw, right? Alright, so let's try it and see. You click it, it appears here. As you can see, this is your text. All you need to do is to drag it to where you want. Click on it, you drag it to where you want. And if you want to edit the text, or you want to input what you want to type, all you need to do is to double click it and you will delete it. Then you type what you want. So let's type graphic designer. Then you click OK. As you can see, you have added your text successfully. Now the second function is to add current date. When you click it, automatically it's going to generate today's date for you, and this is it. If you want to increase the size, you click on this icon here, this dot here, you drag it to the left. If you want to reduce the size, you drag it to the right. This other one here is used, we call it padding. So once you shrink it, every other text will be reducing and be going downward, or you expand it, then it will give you the full text. So that is the function. And if you want to rotate your text, you will go this way, or go that way, or even 360, depending on what you want. Alright, and what is the next thing? The next thing is sticker. You can add stickers to it. So when you click on it, this is what it brings out. You can increase the size, but there are stickers here, as you can see. So if you want to do some design, you'll be needing this, so you can just bring it in, and there are a lot of them. So the normal version doesn't have this, but the premium version has it, in case you want to do the design certificate also, as you can see. So this is it, as you can see. So there are a lot of things to use here. Look at the ones you will find on the normal one, on the normal version. Then you have emojis. If you click them, they will come in. Alright, so that's it for that. Then what next? You can add shapes. As you can see, you can change the shape if you want. As you can see, cycle. You can click here to change to half moon. You can still click to change to whatever shape you want here. Then we have the filling of the shape. We have the opacity, that's to reduce or to add. As you can see, either you reduce or you add the opacity. Then you can choose the color of the shape that you brought in. You can give it red, white, black, whatever color you want. Okay, the reason why the background is still showing is because of the opacity. Let me return it back to 100. Reduce. So aside from text and shape, you can still add picture from your gallery. You can add picture from your gallery. Then you click OK. But before you click OK, if you want to resize the picture, you can just resize it from here. You understand? Depending on how you want to resize your picture. But let's leave it on default. This you can rotate it if you want. Whatever thing you want to do with your picture, you can do it from here before you import it. But after you import it, you can still return it back to this place and do what you want to do with it. Right? Then you click good. Then your picture is there already. Right? So this is how to bring in picture from your gallery. Then lastly, we have draw. You can draw if you want. Okay, you can draw if you want. So there are some more functions to everything I'm doing here. If you take your time, you look at it very well, you're going to see it and you understand. Let's say for example this draw that I just clicked. You can see this is erase. This is to return it to from afresh. This is to go back like one step backward. The color of your pen that you want to use to draw. If you want red, you can click it this way and it will come out red. If you want it white, you click the white, it will come out white. Okay, the size also, and the smoothness. How smooth do you want it, or how sharp do you want it? Okay, then and so on and so forth. If you want it blurry, you click it this way. As you can see, the edge are blurry. The more you increase, alright, that's it. So now let's reset it. Just give it a try. Just practice. Try many things there, and you're going to see their functions. So let's reset it back. And okay, so now we're done with this. Let's come to the next one. This is how to save your file. That's if you're done with your design, you can save it here. You can either save it as project so that you can share it with someone that can still work on it, or you can just save it as picture. If you save it as project, it's going to save. Then for later use, you give it a name. Later, if you come back, you can access it back and continue your work, right? And if you want to save it, that means you're done and you're sure, then you can save it as image. So you also learn about that. The more we do our class, I will tell you about that. Then this is share. Let's say you're designing and you want someone to finish it from his own end, or you have done your own part, you want someone to do or to assist you. You can share the design to that person, and the person is going to get the design on his own Pixellab and work on it. As of this function, I will not say anything about it because during the process of this training, I'm going to explain some of the things that are already here. So now let's move to the next stage. So now we are going backward. We are stepping back one step behind. That's the function of that. This one, you can also zoom your work. You're going to zoom it. So in case you want to erase that particular point, you have to zoom it first before you erase it. If not, if you take it backward, you can touch other part of the work. So it's best you zoom it this way, then you erase it. Then for you to return it, you have to press that 100. Then you click the plus sign, it will be there. Okay, then if you want to return it back, if you want to zoom it back now, it won't work. But if you want to return it back, you see click the plus sign, then you click on the percentage, it will go back. Or when you click on the plus sign, you can zoom it back to the stage you want, right? Then this is grid. If you're designing, this is very, very important. You have to give it a line. You have to give it a line so that you will understand. This zoom is very cunning. If you did not click here to make it fixed, it won't work. Let's say I leave it this way. Anything I'm going to do, it won't work till I click this plus sign. Then I can work with what I want to work with. All right. Then this is, you can use it to align your work how you want it to be, because you cannot use your eye to determine. But when you have this, you can easily arrange what you want to arrange. Let's say I added an image. Let's say I put it this way. Then this is my image. Then these two will come this way. So I'm using this line as a guide. Okay. Then there's something we call layer. This is it, layer. So anything you bring into this work, you're going to see them here. They will arrange themselves here. So as many as you bring, you will see them here, right? If you want to hide anything, instead of deleting it, maybe you still want to use it later, you will just click on this eye icon. It's going to disappear. It is still there, but you will hide it, right? And let's say you already set this as your background. You don't want it to move because maybe you want to move this text here, but it's affecting this. Then all you need to do is to lock it. See padlock, you lock it. It will not move again. So you can click here. You'll notice that it is your background text that you just clicked, or any other thing. But to get access to your background text easily, you can click on the background text. This is default. And now you notice that the background text is behind while the picture is in the front. If you want to bring the background text to the front, all you need to do is to press this place down. These dots, these 6 double dots that are here, is 4, right? Yeah. So all in all, you click it down, then you take it up, then you release it. So you notice now the text is above the picture, right? Good. And if you want to take the picture backward, back to where it is, you can also bring the text behind. Let me say you want to take the text behind, you take it this way and you take it behind. So always take notes of everything that you learn here. Good. And what next? So we are done with the upper part of the icon. So now we'll concentrate on the lower part now. So let me return everything back to normal. All right. Now here, let me click this. All right. Here, these are templates. Starting from this, these are templates. So this is what you're going to see default that they made for you to assist you in making design. So if you want to use this, let's say you want to use this template, you just click on it, then you edit it. So you check the layer. So now let's say I want to edit this text to my name. I will just click on it and edit it to my name, Jesse, right? So now it's my name. If I want to edit this, I'll edit it elsewhere and put what I want to edit. You understand? But I don't advise you to depend on templates, right? If not, your design will be always repeating. So now, if you want to change this picture here, let me see if they lock the picture. Okay, they lock the picture. You can just click on it to unlock it so you can move it, as you can see, right? Then you can also change the picture if you want. I will show you how to bring in the picture. So that's all for the templates. Anyone you want to use, you can use. Okay, that's how to edit the templates in Pixellab. In case you click it's not working, then that means it is locked. Okay, all right. Now let's go back to default. Now this is A. It has to do with text. Anything that concerns text, that is A. You click on the A side, you add text, just the way I showed you earlier on. You edit it. You put graphics design, graphic designer. Right? Let's delete this one that is there. And whenever you open, just delete the text that is there. So let's say graphic design. So when you click on it now, and you are on this particular section, you click on this section and you add your text is here. So now you can play with the text anyhow you want it. First, you can style the text. If you have anything saved on your file, maybe like effects, you can bring it in. Then secondly, you can edit the text as I already showed you. Thirdly, you can delete it if you want. Then let's go back. This one, you can copy the text to be 2. Okay, so the only advantage of this is if you want to maintain the same size and the same format about the text, the color, everything, you want to just repeat it, you do this instead of going from fresh. No. All right, then this one is to bring to the front or back. So automatically what you're supposed to do here, so let me just edit this one to my name, Jesse. All right, if you notice from here, Jesse is on the top and graphic designer is beneath, right? Now if I click on graphic designer and I click to front, you will not see the effect, but it is graphic designer that is in the front while Jesse is behind. So let's say for example there is a shape under and the text is beneath the shape, or you want the text to go beneath the shape, you just use this function. The more you press, the more it continues going till you can't see it anymore. Or if it is covered or you crowded it with many other things, you can bring it front. The more you click it, it will keep on coming front. And this is position, how you want to position it. You can increase the movement, then you use this arrow. You see, if I reduce it, the slower it go. You see, if I increase it, you see, if I click left, right, up, down, it moves faster. So sometimes instead of using your hand, you might not be seeing the alignment very well, so you use this. You see now it's directly beneath this, and maybe I want to use my hand now. You see my hand will be blocking it. So that is to position your text. If you're okay with it, you click good. If you're not okay, you click cancel. Then it will return back to the distance. Then this is relative position. This one here, when you click it, you can either take it to the left direct or right direct or middle. Because if you want to use your head directly, that you want to put it in the middle, it's not going to work because you can't determine where the middle is. So let's pretend as if this is the middle. But if I should click here, it might probably still work, still move. You see, so now this is the middle. From the left to the right, this is the middle. Then from up to down, if you click this one, it's the middle. If you want it to be at the right completely, I take it to the right, downward, as you can see. So you can move it how you want it. If you're okay with it, you click good. If you're not okay with it, you cancel. Then if you go back to the normal distance. So next, let's see the size. You can increase the size of your text using this as well. You see, the more you come, you increase it and you decrease. And the other function is this. You can use your hand to increase and decrease instead of going down to this place. Good. Now we have padding. This padding is the same thing with this. So if you click it this way, you see, so we have left and right. So the one that is here, it is the right padding, right? So once you do it like this, the text will be moving, it will be hiding, as you can see. So this is the padding, and that's all. If you want to reset it, you click here, it will reset. Then you click OK. Then you have color. If you want to change the color of your text, click here, you choose whatever color you want, you give the text, you choose it, it's here. And if you want it to give it a gradient color is like 2 colors mixed together like simultaneously, or 3 colors. So you click on gradient, see some default gradient here. You understand? This is yellow and green. You understand? This is blue and gray. This is purple, dark and light purple. As you can see, right? So now let's say you want to add your own gradient. You can click on this place, then you add your own gradient. You click on this to change this place, then you change the color to what you want. You click on this to fill it. Let me see, I want to change it to blue. The blue, I want it darker or lighter. Anything you're doing, you'll be seeing the effect here. Darker or lighter. This transparent or full, white or full color. That's the saturation. Then you click OK. So you notice now you have purple and white, and you can still change the direction how you want it. Okay, but there's a default directions here. If it is sideways, you use this way. If upward, angle, middle, up to down, sideways. So these are the default, right? If you want to increase, you want to add more colors, you can click on this plus. If you want to reduce, you delete here. You want to move, you understand, it will be moving this more. All right, if you want to flip or inverse, anyone you want to do, so play with it. Whatever you get, you click OK. You notice that it appears on your text. Even on the color, if you don't get your color that you want here, you can click this plus and you can select the color you want. Just play around with it and select the color you want, right? Then as you can see here, let's say you want to play with only one part of the text, you just drag your cursor to the only graphic aspect. So anything you do now will affect only graphics. You see, I choose red, green, pink, and so on and so forth. It's only affecting the graphics. And if I want to use a gradient form, I click gradient and I still adjust and we get. So the gradient only does not apply to only this, it applies to everything. Alright, then what next? We have color, we have texture. For this texture, you can add picture or anything to your design. Okay, so let's click on texture, and on the texture we have pictures here, and you can also download what you want. Let's say I want to use this. Let me just take something from here. I want to use this particular color on my design, right? Then I can just steal it. Let's say it is a color or a pattern that you want, or a texture you want to use for your text. As you can see now, it is there. So that's what is covering my text. And so you can go online and download text effects. You're going to see them, then you bring them to your phone and be importing it the way you want. I can put anything at all, anything. Even this picture, I can use it. You will notice the picture is there. It gives it one particular design that you want, stuff like that, and you can scale it the way you want. Okay, right, that's that for that. And let me go back. We have opacity is to increase and decrease the pronunciation of the text, whether you want it faded or fully showing. Okay, if you want to add shadow to it, you click on it, and that's all. Then we have rotating. It's the same function with this. I've already told you that, so you can also use here to rotate. Let me reset it back. Then we have mask. So if you want to hide some part of your text, you can use this mask, right? You can use this mask. Let me return it. Mask. So the mask is hiding some part of the text, as you can see. You can move it where you want to. So if you want to max in, you click here. If you want to max out, that means this other part, the remaining part that is showing, you want it to hide, while the one that is not showing, you want it to show. Then you click on this place. It marks it on the inverse form. You want to still add point. You can see now I had part of there and part of this. It's only the middle one that is showing. You can move it the way you want. You can copy it, minus. You can move any point you click. You can move it either left or right. Alright, and if you want to move the whole thing, you can click this. Then you can move the whole thing to where you want to mask. Then you click OK. Sorry. So that's how to mask, but this doesn't work with text more. It works with shape more. So still on. Okay, we have mask. Then we have fonts. You click on font. We have several fonts that you can use. So you'll be seeing it here. Okay. And if you want to change only part of the, you can just part of the word. You can just select. So anyone you change will only affect the part that you select. But if you want everything complete, then you leave it the way it is. Then you click OK. As you can see, the font has changed. Then this is style. You can make it bold. You can make it in italic form. You can underline it. You can cancel everything you want, everything that is there. So let's say you put this, you don't want it, you click like this, it will go. If you want to do a part of it, as I said earlier, you select this way, then you do it. You understand? Anything you do, you only do for the only parts you selected. Sorry. Alright, that is it for that. Then we have curves. This is if you want to bend your text. Okay, if you want to bend your text, this is it. Backward, forward, right? Then let me go back a bit. Then we have background. You want to give your text a background. You select the color for it. As you can see, anyone you want is there. And this is alignment. You all know this on Microsoft Word. If you want it to go left, you go this way, center, and the other way around. So let's say I added more things. Jesse, bring it downward. Class, okay. Then I click OK. So where's the alignment? Alignment, if I put it this way, this is how it will be. If I put it in the middle, this is how it will arrange. And I put it in the right, this is how it's going to be. If I want to justify it, that means I want both the left and the right to be equal. I will just justify it this way. So anything that is there will be equal. You understand? Then it's okay. Then we have spacing. Alright. If you want to space the letters, you do it this way. The letters will give the space, you increase and reduce, right? If you want to space the word, that means in between graphic and designer, then you do it this way. You see? Alright. Then we have inline spacing. It's still the same thing. Let's say you have more than 3 to 4 words here. Let me edit this. Good. If you want to give line spacing, see. Good. That's the function. Then we have stroke. If you want to give it an outline, your text want to give it an outline, then you do it this way. You select the color you want. You can increase the size. You understand? So once you are changing the color, it will be giving you what you want. Good. Then let me clear this background stuff. All right. Then we have shadow. For this, you will not see the effect of the shadow because the background is dark. But let me just do it that way and see. But if you want to give your text a shadow, you're going to see it. If you can see, the shadow is there, but because of the dark background, can you bring it down here? Good. As you can see, because of the dark background, you will not see it clearly. Okay. If you want to blur it, you want to make it sharp, use it. If you want to reduce the opacity, you want to add. So some of these things are just being repeated. Okay. Then we have emboss. Emboss is to give your text a 3D look. Okay. It's to give your text a 3D look, but I don't advise you use it for this particular version because it's the people who worked it did not work it accurately. But if you use the normal version, you're going to see the effect. But this one, you're not going to see the effects very well. So we have perspective. This perspective is for you to give your this thing a direction on how you want it to be. Okay, let's say I click perspective, then you have to on it, and once you drag it this way, look at it, right? All right, let me click on it again. Let me go there. Perspective. As you can see, you can make your text to look this way. You see, to be bigger this side and smaller the other side. If you want it the other way around, you do it like this and like this. As you can see, click OK. See it. It gives it a direction or a dimension. That's what we call perspective. All right, and what again? Then we have 3D rotation. You see, the x-axis, the y-axis. As you can see, good. You want to reset it, you go back and click OK. Then we have 3D text. You on it to give you that 3D vibe. Let me look for a strong font or a thick font for better view. Good. And let me look for a good color. Let me select a sharp color. Good. So let's go back to the 3D. This is the depth, how far you want it to go or how close you want it, how dark you want it. But I don't even advise you to use all these things. That's just the truth. As you can see, the effect of the 3D. So for this particular version, I don't advise you to use it. How you want the light to reflect. Okay, so let's cancel that. Just trying to show you the function. Then we have shadows. If you on it, you're going to see the shadow of your design on the ground. Sorry, this is your blurriness. If you want it to blur, the expansion. So you might not be seeing it well. Let me bring it to this lighter place so you can see. So as you can see, this is it. This is the effect. All right, and what again? Okay, this inner glow, you can check it out. You will see the function. This is a white text. If it was another color, you're going to see it. So it's going to make your text glow. This is what you use. Okay, if you want it to glow orange, white, whatever color you want, this is the right thing to use. And 3D shadow, then reflection. If you want your text to have a reflection, this is it too. All right, so that is all with this column. Then we move to the next one. So let's go back to default. Let me delete this. Once you own your design, you delete it, change your environment, but we'll still get to that. So now let's go to the second box. So this is for text, while this is for picture, sticker, and shapes. You understand? So the first one is sticker. I already shown you from here. Still the same thing. Then the second is picture. You're going to bring picture from your gallery. Still the same thing. Third is to draw. Still the same thing. See. Fourth is for shape. Still the same thing. Then this is the only difference with what you have here. We have bezier. You can use it to draw. It's more like a rope. Okay, sometimes you want to design logo, you will need this. You understand? So you can be toying with it, you can curve it, you can add points if you want. You understand? So when we get to logo, you're going to learn more about this, but that is the function. Then we have arrow. Good. Then you have different type of arrows here. See, with double edge. So all these things are just the same. The size. So any arrow you want to increase, you click on there and you make it functional. Okay. Then this is the shape of the bottom of the arrow that you want to use. The other edge and how you want to fix it too. And opacity, you already know color, the color you want, and stroke, you already know what stroke is. And good. Let me go back. Then that's all for here. But there's another thing about these places. Let's say you put an image. Let me use this Mufasa image, this guy. All right. You can select another picture if you want. Let's say this. You see, I've replaced that picture. Alright, so this is delete the same, this is crop. When you're loading the picture, it shows you this place, right? If you want to resize it, you resize it the way you want. Alright, if you want to even flip the picture, you come to crop, you flip it. You see, if you want to flip it upward and downward, go it this way. Good. Then, but this only functions if you click on particular stuff. Let's say you put picture and you want to work on that particular picture, then you click on it, then you can do all these things you're doing. You want to copy, the picture will be 2, you understand? You want to bring one to the front and one to the back, then you do it this way. So let me edit this one and maybe change the color. No, let me change the color to something else. Good. Green man or blue. Now we have two pictures here. This is one, this is another one. So this one is behind, while this one is in the front. Let me show you the effect of bring to the front and bring to the back, right? So this one to front is already on the front, so it will remain. So if I want to take it backward, I will click on to back. It has gone back while the other one has come front, right? And if I want to return this one to the back, I'll just to back. If I want to bring this particular one behind to the front, I click it and bring it to the front. So that's the function. Then let me delete this avatar here. Then what again? We have position, still the same thing with the text. We have relative position, still the same thing with for the text. We have relative size, still the same thing with the text. We have color. I can just change this to a solid color if I want. I hope you understand. But let's return it back. Then we have texture, still the same thing. I can add another picture to make this one vanish, but the picture is still there. I can scale it. You understand? I can bring it as bold as I want. Then click OK. But the picture is still there. The opacity, you reduce or you add. Reduce or you add. This one is important when designing as well. You can put two pictures, you put one in the background, you reduce the opacity, then you put another one in front. Good. Then we have color filter. I just used it. Stroke. You want to give this picture frame a stroke. Let's say a white stroke, you increase the size. See, I'll just give it a white outline. Then if you click outside, let's say you click outside, it's going to disappear. You're not going to see all those things. All you will see is the functions that I showed you earlier on. But if you want to edit the picture in particular, you click on it, then you're going to see all these functions, right? Then we have eraser. I can erase any part of the picture that I want. Let me increase the size. So this is the distance between your hand and the brush. Then let me increase the size. So as you can see, I am clicking here, but I'm erasing what I want to erase. So as you can see, it is more than using it this way. You will not be seeing what you're doing. For you that is viewing, you can see it, but me, my hand is actually blocking it. That's why you need to increase it this way, so that your hand will be far from what you're erasing. Then this is the sharpness. If you want it to fade, it shouldn't be sharp. You increase it from here. You understand? Then if I should click OK now, you will notice that this part I just erased is not part of the picture. But if you see, so the reason why here is showing white is because of the white stroke that is there. If I should remove the stroke, you see the picture blends with the background. So now we have mask. Mask can also do something like that. So let me return it back to its original state. So let me use mask. So when I enable the mask, as you can see, the mask this particular, let me move. So I showed you earlier. See? So now let me move this. So let's say I want to mask it this way. Okay, and let me move it downward. Now the picture is still there. I just hide some part of the picture. As you can see, just hide some part of the picture. That is mask for you. All right. Then eraser. Okay, erase color. If you want to erase any color here, you click on the picture, you enable it, then you click on this thing that look like eye drop, then you pick the color you want to erase, then you click OK. So it has erased that particular color. You can still pick this other one here and click OK. So you've erased that one. If you want to add another color that you want to erase, you click on this place. Sorry, you click on this plus, then you click on this and you click on the color you want to erase and you click OK. So there are more colors there, but this is not the best way to remove color from picture, okay? But you can do that if you are putting in a shape or something during design. You will see to it. So I will show you how to do that when we go further. So this is just a brief introduction about the application, their functions. Alright, then we have rotate, still the same. We have 3D rotation, still the same. As you can see, it's amazing, right? Alright, then this is sideways, as you can see. So this is the function. Then we have 3D shape. This you can't see it because it is picture. Alright, then we have perspective, still the same thing like the one I showed you earlier on. You increase it this way, or you take it this way. No matter how you do it, this is what it's going to be showing you. Okay, so you mostly use this type when you want to make mock-ups on the wall. Let's say there's a wall here, you want to align this picture to it, then you look for the edge of the wall and you increase this one to the edge of the wall as well. Then you click OK. Then it's going to fit the wall in particular, right? Then we have outer glow, still the same thing. Choose the color you want. Then inner glow, it gives that glow within the picture. If I use white now, you see it is the inside that has it. Okay, I can increase the blowness. I can change the position I want it to go, upward and downward. Good. Then let me return this. Then we have embedment. This is more like a 3D. It works with this picture, but it's not necessary. It's not something you must use. Okay, it's not something you must use. Then I think that's all for this. Then we'll be moving to the next, which is this. So let me delete this category. Alright, now the next thing is this column here. For this is where you can prepare your background. If you want to get rid of this background, you come to color, select the color you want. If it is a gradient color, come to this place, you look for a gradient color. Let's say you use this and you click OK. So this is your background. If you want your background to be transparent, when using designing logo, you will need that. Then you click on this. Then anything you put here, if you save it, it will be transparent. It will not have background. So let's say you have your logo, you remove the background, you bring it to this place, you save it. Anytime you take it to your picture, it won't come with the background. I don't know if you understand. So anything I put here now, let's say I put image, I bring image from my gallery, I click OK. As you can see, it's only the image that's showing, but the work doesn't have background. Good. So let's go back. Let's use the white space. Good. Then we have crop. No, we have image size. If they give you a work and they give you size, this is the place it's very, very important. So once you start your work immediately, this place is very important. You need to set up your workspace first. So what you need to do is, let's say they say you should design a banner of 2 by 3 feet, right? Then you're going to go to your browser, you're going to browse pixel to feet, right? Because this particular one, it comes in pixel, so the numbers are different. So if you go to your browser and browse pixel to feet, it's going to give you. So you're on the feet column, you're going to insert 2 feet. Any number it gives you, you're going to copy the number and you're going to paste it on the width. If they say okay, they want the width to be 2 feet, then you paste it here. If they say they want the height to be the 2 feet, then you paste it here. So now let me give you an instance. Let's say you are to design a banner of 2 by 3 feet. So let me just give you an estimate. Let's say if it is 2 by 3 feet, that means the first one they call is the width, while the second one they call is the height. So you say 2, let me just put 2000. Let me just imagine that 2 feet is equal to 2000 pixels. Then here you put 3 feet, 3000 pixels. Then you click OK. So you notice now you have 2000 by 3000 feet. That's your banner. Then you can start designing on this page. Then to give you the accurate size that you want. I don't know if you understand. Alright, that's how to set up your page. That should be the first thing you do when you are given the job. You set up your page according to the size that your client gives you. Then this is crop. So this crop only works when there is image here. Okay, let's say you're using an image as a background. Let me go to, if I should use the image on this application, these are the images they gave me on this application. Let me use this. Okay, then crop. I can crop the image the way I want. you can see now. Then I can work on this particular image. But if I want to bring a background from my gallery, I can simply come to this place and let me go to my gallery. Let me pick a background. Then I click OK. So I have set up my background. Then I can start adding text, picture, whatever thing I want to add. Okay, good. Then if you want to bring picture from camera, you want to snap it somewhere, you can just click here and it's going to, I don't want to click it so that you will not see my face right now. Alright, that is all for that. Now let's move to the next one, which is this. So for this one, you can rotate your background if you want. You can add vignette. You want the edge to be white, you click. Or you want it to be black, you click. So you want it to be yellow, you click it this way. You want it to be dark, you click it this way. White, red, whatsoever vignette you want. Let me use this because the picture is purple. Let me use the darker one. Let's go with this. Then you can increase the opacity how you want it. I bring it this way, it's off, and so on and so forth. Okay, good. Let me use black so you see, or white so you see the effect very well. If I reduce it, it go back. If I increase it, the more the more the edges increase. Good. So let's cancel this. Let's go back a bit. Alright, this is what we call noise. If you want to give it that crystal effect, that's your background. You click on this, you enable it. See, the more you add, as you can see, right? This is the format. If you want it to be harsh, you reduce it. This is more like an opacity. You see, this is smaller, but this is larger. So that's it. How to set up your background, and we are done with this aspect. So the next thing is to go straight for practical, right? Go straight for practical. So before then, let me say I want to save this particular work now. You need to come to this place. Then you save as image. If you're done, save as image. Then you select your format. If it's a logo, you don't want your work to come out. You come out with background. You select PNG. But if you want it to come with background like normal flyer and the rest, you select this. Then the dimension, you select ultra. So this one is for printing. If you want to go and print it, or you want it to come out with high quality, you select ultra. You understand? Then you save to gallery. Then the picture or the work will go straight to your gallery. Okay? If you want to save it as project, maybe you want to revisit it, then you save it as project 0. You can give it any name anyways. Then you click OK. So even if I close my Pixellab and come back, it gives me this. I can come to my project. I'm going to see it there, project 0, and I'll click it and I'll continue from where I stopped. So we have come to the end of exploring Pixellab.